Congratulations, you've only been using the same joke now since you've been making videos. Personally, I feel honoured we have your amazing sense of humour to brighten our days. You know, so original and creative, and you know, you've never done it before or anything like that. So, yeah, I'm honoured to have lived in the same generation as you, just so I can witness your comedic genius.
First of all, I had to take heat just for ordering this WrestleMania, right? Because I was calling people because I wanted to split the bill.
I'm sorry, but I believe you're lying. You don't have friends to call. Jesus. Why are you such a liar?
It was Triple H versus Orton again, and they were just in a triple threat match last year, alright?
Now I know you're retarded. It's like, oh no, how dare they do a match they've already done before a few times. I just want to show people something. It's like, it's not a minute into your video, and you just don't get it. You don't get the stupid mistakes you make in your own video. I'll show you a bit of footage from your own video. Now, in case you don't get why I referenced that bit of footage, you had the poster for WrestleMania 17. I want you to go through the card and tell me there wasn't a match there that hadn't been on before. The main event was done 2 years earlier in the main event of WrestleMania. What? Like, Chris Benoit versus Kurt Angle had a triple threat match against each other last year, and it still turned out to be the best match of the fucking thing.
The heat, I order the show, and what do I see? Epic fail.
For some reason, I have the feeling you're not saying epic fail because WrestleMania was bad. I have the feeling it was epic fail because you ordered the wrong thing and accidentally got porn. And I have, well, it's not evidence. I can only speculate on it, but I'll come to that a little bit later in the video. I just wanted to point this out now.
If you like what you see, then you'll like anything, alright? And as far as I'm concerned, you need to be smacked.
Tell me more about what I should and shouldn't enjoy. I didn't know I had an opinion of my own, and that if I had an opinion that differed from yours, I deserved some kind of punishment.
Entertainia.
Oh God, it's Entertainia! It's not WrestleMania. You came up with, like, it's so true because what you said describes it. You know, it's not wrestling, it's entertainment, because God knows I don't want to be entertained when I watch wrestling, because, you know, wrestling and entertainment have to be two mutually exclusive things. I mean, and you're so smart when you say Entertainia. Let's hear it again, and again, and again, and again.
Entertainia. 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 Performers once again did their job, but they were let down by the writing.
You do know the writers aren't the ones who put together the matches. That's more the road agents. The writers have a completely different job to a road agent. The road agents, you know, put together the matches. You know, what's going to happen in it. The writers have more to do with the storyline. This wasn't a storyline-heavy match, therefore the writers probably had very little to do with it outside of the outcome. You fucking retard, you know nothing about wrestling, shut your mouth.
This whole match felt like it was written by an idiot at 2 a.m. right before going to bed.
So, it was written by you?
No, it made the whole thing like an exercise in pointlessness.
How's that different from your video?
Beats Steamboat, who was a beast.
No, he was a dragon.
The thing about Taker HBK is that I think some people were trying to call it match of the year before it even happened. And now that it happened, I think some people are overhyping the crap out of it. Alright? Some people need to understand that just because a match is long doesn't necessarily make it good and doesn't necessarily make it match of the year. Alright? This was a good match. Alright? But in my opinion, there was way too much laying around.
You know why people were calling it match of the year before it happened? Because these are two of the top workers in the WWE currently, despite their age, having a match they haven't had in years, and, you know, all signs indicated that it should be good. They weren't too injured, and the thing is, you're saying people are overhyping it. Who are these people you're talking about? I mean, it is people are rating it on how much they enjoyed it. Dave Meltzer gave it 4 3/4. Brian Alvarez gave it 4 3/4. Look at what all the other YouTubers gave it. I gave it 4.5. And then you complain it has too much laying around. Oh, Jesus, sorry they don't sell moves. You know, that's a part of storytelling in the ring. Something you don't understand. You know, when you hit a finishing move, you sell. And how do you sell? You don't move because you pretend you're dead. Because the move hurt like shit. You know, you want people to think that these moves actually have some kind of impact, but you don't get that because you're a fucking moron.
Not as good a wrestling match as Edge Taker last year, and knowing 99% chance that Taker was going to win pretty much took away the rest.
I don't get this. it takes away from the match that people know Undertaker's going to win. Here's the thing. They'd hyped up HBK beating Undertaker more than they'd hyped up Edge beating Taker. So shouldn't that have taken away more from the Edge versus Taker match? You know, and the crowd was hotter for this match than the Edge versus Taker match. And I found it more exciting. There was, you know, not because it was longer, but there was, you know, longer. It told, you know, a more interesting story. You didn't have Coach on commentary. You know, all sorts of things. And, you know, what, did you only catch on that Undertaker was winning every year at WrestleMania after last year? Or was that something someone mentioned to you before the event happened?
Is that I like last year's triple threat match better.
Is that because Cena didn't win?
Sleep, you know? That was one of the most boring WrestleMania main events I have ever seen, you know? We went from Hogan Andre to this, you know? And
you're saying this match is boring compared to Hogan versus Andre. You know, the same Hogan versus Andre match where Andre the Giant took 2 bumps and the rest of the time they were stumbling around hitting each other and Hogan couldn't lift him. You know, the crowd heat was there, but it's also seen as one of the worst and most overhyped matches ever. You know, you're a retard. You go back and watch Hogan versus Andre and tell me with a straight face, come up to the camera so it's not so blurred, look the camera in the eyes and say, Hogan versus Andre was better than Randy Orton versus Triple H. And maybe I might consider believing you.
Test of the tolerance level of the WWE fanboys, okay? Because in my opinion, if the WWE fanboys watch this crap and actually think it's good for WrestleMania, then they'll pretty much take anything that the WWE gives them from now on. But I'm not like that. My standards did not go down, and this was crap.
You still can't pronounce WWE, can you? You might want to work on that enunciation. I mean, I don't have the best enunciation, but, you know, I try. I'm also not the most articulate person, but I try. You know, you come out here, that's not, your review wasn't even fair. You know, you can misconstrue my opinions all you want if you think, I'm not coming out and defending it, I'm coming out and attacking you because you're saying stupid shit. Go watch every major YouTuber on YouTube, just watch every YouTuber's review and compile people who gave it above 7 and people who gave it below 7. And I'm sure you'll find a majority of people gave it above 7. Go look at the Wrestling Observer newsletter and see how many people gave that event thumbs up. A majority of people enjoyed it or gave it a thumbs in the middle. But, you know, it wasn't as good as the past WrestleManias, but it wasn't bad. But, you know, nobody would gather that from your review because you just sit there, this was shit, that was shit, meh, 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 and then you go for like 3 seconds, I enjoyed that. But, you know, I think that you're just upset because you wasted some money on porn. And for anybody wondering what I'm talking about, I want you to watch this and consider what I'm saying.
WrestleMania 17 is the hot girl in the room with the big hooters. Then WrestleMania 25 is the big fat water buffalo sitting in the corner drawing butterflies in her Zac Efron notebook. In calling in a bikini. Mae Young's breast or something. Of a fat girl bragging about her bra size. You know, I mean, it looks good on paper, but when you look, that's a different story. Virgins on prom night. Where's Sunny? You know, I could barely find her. The fat woman in her chest size, you know, like, she can brag about it all day long, but in the end, you know, it's just kind of there. Another fat woman's chest, you know, it was just there. If WrestleMania 24 is the 200-pound girlfriend, WrestleMania 25 is the 300-pound girlfriend. Makeup on the 300-pound girlfriend.